What's up, guys? I'm here with Yogi Brian. Nice to meet you. And we're going to just talk a little bit about, I'd love to hear about your philosophy and what you're doing in terms of how you're helping change people's lives. I just want to talk a little bit about what I do first, and then maybe just turn it over to you, and you can just bounce back and forth questions. So that sounds cool.
Sounds great.
Awesome, man. So I really see a lot of alignment between what you guys are doing and what I'm trying to do at Juice Smash as the owner and health coach of Juice Smash in the Danbury Fair Mall. My food philosophy is all about helping start healthy conversations with people, and we have a very high visibility location in which we can talk to people about things like organic foods, getting more nutrient dense and phytonutrient dense foods into people's bodies, and in partnering with people that help get people more physically active. It's really an amazing kind of a duo, kind of a team where we are able to really connect with people in a way that not only gives them a treat in the mall, but also can help get people more active. And then we've got other programs that help people, align with people's objectives, which is like, getting healthier, getting fitter, getting stronger, losing weight is a big thing. So, my bias in the store is always towards whole foods. For just as a quick example, even when people come and ask me for protein, as you know, a big healthy guy used to lift a lot of weights and, be really physically active with strength and resistance training. A lot of these guys come to the shop and will ask me for protein powder. And so I just use this as an opportunity to, instead of having highly processed, and we don't even have anything like whey, but instead of having anything really processed, I'll just use things like whole food nuts and seeds to be able to have a conversation with them about the differences between, say, a powdered, hemp seed, which has got like cacao and organic.
And I drank exactly his formula and felt awesome for 4 hours. So don't do protein powder.
No, whole foods. So other than that, some of the programs that we have a lot to do with continuing and extending that philosophy of organic, non-GMO foods, so that we can really align ourselves with both getting people more knowledgeable as well as healthy, and then more have a better understanding of how they're nourishing their bodies, and the connection between physical health, which a lot of people are into, but a lot of people really there's a gap between nutritional health. So that's sort of me in a nutshell. A little bit about you.
So yoga is exactly in line with Brian's concepts. Being all natural, being of the earth is going to point you back to your true self. And if you eat processed foods and you eat other things that are man-made, you sort of feel synthetic and artificial.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So the idea with yoga is to merge with nature, merge with your true self, and then you start calming down, feeling good again.
And what's the disciplines that you practice?
The discipline is the yoga discipline, 8-limbed path of yoga. Most people know yoga as one of the limbs of the mighty oak tree, as the postures, but there's also the 10 commandments of yoga, and the first one is ahimsa, the most important. And that means non-violence. And that means vegetarian diet.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that means no meat, because you're going to have a karmic bill, like a Visa card bill to pay for. In the end, when the animal goes to die, it suffers. It has toxins, and you are
stress. What
you eat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chickens.
Yeah. No, I absolutely believe that. I've been a vegetarian for coming on 3 years now. And it's been, somewhat of a struggle, even cutting things out. Meat was fairly easy. I'll say that now because it did take a long time to sort of.
There's a freedom that goes with that. Also, you feel like that restaurant is no longer in your to-do list. You don't have to worry if they're clean or not, or pure.
Yeah. But it is difficult. I mean, just even being in Grand Central half an hour ago or whatever, it's just so much easier to be able to, get something that's got chicken or something like that in it. So it definitely takes some discipline and some,
You work from the center of Grand Central. You see the juice bar right there.
Yeah, but it's not organic, unfortunately. But it's just, it's just where the market is. And so just to pivot out of that and going back into the Juice Smash for just a quick second. I mean, even taking these affluent, these price points that are fairly high, these people that come and go from, lower Fairfield to really affluent areas, even in Grand Central Terminal, they could easily, for 25% more, do organic. Even the greens could be organic, but they don't do it.
Look at the garbage there. It's not even recycled.
Yeah.
Inside where the food is.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, so
The problem.
yeah.
So yoga, like nutrition, sort of wakes you up and connects you to your higher self. And that's what this juice smash night at Yogi Brian's is. Monday, come and
Nice.
do your workout, and
What time is it?
Brian will have some treats for you at the end.
Yeah, Monday. What's the date?
Class starts at 7:45, 9:15. We'll have the end, which is the best. You can come out for the food and try what he's talking about here. But we're also going to turn it over to Brian for 15 minutes at the start of the class so he could talk about food biochemistry and everything you started to get into tonight.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of knowledge in this area.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about your background?
Absolutely. So I work for a company that my team, I ran the consumer division of this company that essentially launched lots of products. So companies would come to us and say, hey, we need either formulation guidance. It was essentially an innovation strategy and nutrition science firm, or my practice was that. So people would come to us, big companies like Nestle, Frito-Lay, PepsiCo, all these big companies. That's really how I got my understanding of both how research works and how to understand statistically how demographically we are kind of not eating well, and how we're getting disproportionately more obese than other countries. Things like how we eat so much dairy, and that we've got this humongous problem with osteoporosis, which countries that don't ingest nearly as much dairy don't have these problems because they're getting their calcium from plant-based things. So I learned a lot about all those things. I had I had biochemists on my team, and so I really got a lot of both training as well as exposure to how the commercialization of products work. And then really was disillusioned quite a bit by the decisions that companies would make, these big corporations that essentially feed America and a lot of the world, especially in the case of Nestle, where they'll put, and it's not to single anybody out, but they'll put a lot of dyes and colorants, even like PepsiCo, where Red 40 is still in their Doritos, and
those cause cancer. So.
Right, and it's known, and it's just, it's astonishing to me. Even I've worked in big ad agencies after that role. I went to a big ad agency, Ogilvy, and just even to see small groups of people, really numerate. I was in strategy, so these people are literally the most numerate and knowledgeable about statistics, and often these folks are like, working on projects that have to do with these correlations of between health and sort of the decline of our health as a country, and the ingestion of these foods. And so it's like, and yet these people will still go and be like, hey guys, let's go down to the burger bar or whatever and get, like, I'm like, down to go, but not.
So he's talking about two issues here. First, following his heart mind, and having a conscious, and the second issue is the same. Listening to the inner guru about the nutrition.
Definitely.
So let's conclude for tonight and invite everybody to join us. We're going to Om you out together. You know how to do the Om?
No.
Om is made up of 3 sounds.
Okay.
Ah, quickly change to O, loud of O's, and then final third. Lips together, concentrate on vibration. Shanti, shanti, peace, peace.
That was awesome.
Namaste.
That was awesome, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, man. I look forward to doing this, man. Monday night's gonna be big.